'cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just had to do it. Got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib ain't getting money. You gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining. I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing. Prescott taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check 13.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check, 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 check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Slam, slam, slam.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he might have gotten that yard back, and that's about it, as he'll take it only up to about the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Pick up the ball. Bang, bang.
Lock, lock, lock. Hey, alert, alert, alert.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9.
Prescott to throw this time. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Prescott from the gun. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And he finds Penny. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
brings up second and 11 at the 15-yard line.
50. Let's go. Check out. Say.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Open man is Samuel, complete. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 84 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the...
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First down, Prescott. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis. Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here we go.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Just like that.
Hey, check 20.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. It got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime, because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd.
Here we go.
At the 47-yard line.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Safety creek. 21.
80 weapon. I'm coming.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's just me. Kill.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Here's McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
47. 26.
From the 29, Prescott. Thomas has got it. Complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the ground, McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 38, Prescott. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They run with Breida, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard. Line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. So cancel. The interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So a very tight 1st half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. This fielded at the 2.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. To throw is Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
This is Breida. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Back.
This is Mostert. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Watch 54. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
21. Here we go.
Give me something. Here we go. Check 9. Right there. 54. Right there.
Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. Past the 20. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
SOS. Check 3, Stone, travel. Tight dog.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing. Prescott. He's going to look deep for more. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking.
And a loose football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mostert. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here's Mostert. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Next is 3rd and 11.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
65.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Maxwell. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Breida. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Room to run inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 1st down, here's Breida. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
3rd and 2.
Here we go. What do you need?
I'm coming after you.
Check 52. Pick the edge. Come.
Now Mostert. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you've got to think that going forward for next year,